guys, Christy here for my last process video for my October daily album. This video will showcase October 31st, and I believe there's like 5 6x8 layouts. So I'm just using these chipboard stickers from the sticker sheet that say 31, and I just created a little collage of photos using the Project Life app. And I couldn't find my adhesive, and so I turned off the camera and came back. But anyway, so I used the Project Life app for that top 4x6 photo, and my mother-in-law had bought this cup, this pumpkin cup for my daughter, and she thought it was like the best thing ever. So anyway, and then this costume party card is from the Studio Calico October Project Life kit, and I just added some black glitter tape, and at the bottom it said like best dressed or something like that, so I covered that up with the glitter tape, and then I add just like one of these gold foil vellum pumpkins just to the top there. And I was really trying to use like a bunch of my supplies, I guess, because I don't know if I will do October Daily again. Like, I really enjoyed it, but I think having like a whole album dedicated to October and then like a month later to have another entire album dedicated to December is just a little bit over the top. So yeah, I added a bat and a wood veneer bat to that one 3x4 card, and then I had this huge chipboard sticker that said Halloween, so I flipped ahead and put it onto that photo. You'll see it again a little bit later. So in the afternoon of the 31st, my daughter and I went to a Halloween party. And so when I was pregnant, my husband and I went to like prenatal classes, and they are here where we live, they're called Birth and Babies class. And so after the classes ended, we stayed in touch with quite a few of the couples, and so we arranged a Halloween party, and there was about, I want to say, eight families, which is amazing because I think in the class there was maybe 12 or 14 couples, so the fact that there's still 8 families that like get together was really exciting. And yeah, so the top photo, one of the couples brought a bouncy house, which was ridiculous but so adorable. So there's 5 of the babies in the bouncy house, and then the bottom photo is just of my daughter and I towards the end of the party. Sadly, my husband could not attend the party because he went to visit his brother who got into a car accident earlier in the week, but thankfully he's okay. Aaron just really wanted to go see him and just really see that he was okay. So yeah. But yeah, so I just used some ephemera and that giant glittery pumpkin and some scraps on that filler card. This day I just decided to use all the things that were Halloween specific and just kind of use as much as I could. So I'm using the glitter tape again and a little label just to talk about which babies are in the photo, because I think that will be important to look back on to know like who's who, because I'm really hoping that we really stay in touch and the babies can grow up together. So yeah, that glittery pumpkin, I just backed it with some white cardstock just so that you could see the eyes and the nose and the mouth, and it wasn't kind of getting lost on that spider web paper. So this is a group photo of us all at the party, which was amazing. Like, it's such amazing that we got this photo. And I just added that Halloween, and it worked out perfectly because you're not covering up anyone's face or anything, so that worked perfectly. Just added some orange enamel dots, and that card is done. I really like how it turned out. And sorry, my video cut out again, but I just used this paper with the pumpkins and the ghosts. I think it's my favorite paper. It's so cute. And I used a piece of ephemera that said costume rentals because we're like all in our costumes. Added a little chalkboard washi and a vellum piece that said 31. When I went to put this label on, I ended up smudging it, so it was really bothering me. So I thought, hey, I have lots of these labels, so I will just replace it. And I end up moving it a little bit higher so that you're able to see the orange and the black glitter tape, and because before it was kind of covering it up and it was kind of pointless. So yeah, and I end up using my tiny attacher. I tried to use just my tape runner to adhere down that 31 vellum piece, but I end up having to use my tiny attacher, and then I add some wood veneer stars because I knew that I wanted to use a wood veneer piece on the opposite page, and I like to bring things together so it's all cohesive and looks good. So yeah, my paper pad is like gone. I've never used up a whole 6x6 paper pad before, so this was like, I don't know, it felt good. So yeah, I wanted to use that wood veneer that said trick or treat, so I just back it with a scrap of like a black pattern. I forget what pattern it is. And then I just kind of put it off to the side. I was thinking about maybe layering some things in behind like I do, but I think I decided just to leave it as is. I'm rifling through all my stuff, and I got these flare pieces from my friend Carly, and sadly I don't end up using any of them. Oh yeah, I had this skeleton guy. Oh, yeah, okay, so because I used chalkboard, washi, and vellum on the opposite side, I decided to bring it in to this side of the layout and just use my tiny attacher to attach the skeleton. And oh my gosh, this is like my favorite. Look, I give him a little bow tie. It's so cute. Because those bows are so bulky, I just attach them to the outside of the pocket, and the adhesive that's on there is like super sticky, so it works really good. I use this medallion piece that says 31 and decide to cover it up with the chalkboard because I already have the 31 on the left hand side and I don't like having repetitive words or numbers or anything like that. So yeah, I don't know, I'm anal like that. Oh, I ended up taking it right off because the way that I was layering that label, just it wasn't looking right. So I peel off the 31 and I actually end up using it somewhere else, so that works out really good. Add some more enamel dots, and I think that is done. Oh, a little bit later, I pull in a tiny word sticker and put that there. So this is the last page, and by this point, I'm kind of done. I'm just like, really want to be over and finished with it. I had kind of procrastinated all day in doing videos and finishing up my album when I really should have been cleaning my house because my in-laws were coming over. And so I'm like really stressing at this point because I'm like, okay, I gotta finish this, then I gotta clean up, and then I gotta go grocery shopping, and I gotta do all this stuff. And so I'm just like, get it done, get it done. This is probably my second favorite paper, the owl paper, and so I just add some of that orange washi and black chalkboard washi and just do a little cluster. It says keep calm and costume on. Earlier on the 31st day, Nora and I did a little photo shoot. Oh, I did use one of those flares. Oh, that makes me so happy. So that was one of the flares that my friend Carly made me. Anyway, Nora and I had a little photo shoot and just got some photos of her with her costume, and she looks super adorable. So, wanted to include one of those, but there's a lot of empty white space in the photo, so I felt like I wanted to fill it. So I tried to use like the boo die cuts, but it just, I don't know, it wasn't working for me, so I pull out these stickers and I just write cute Roo because she's a kangaroo. So I kind of wish I would have centered it a little bit more, but it looks good. It looks good, I think. So yeah, that photo's done, and now I'm just left with like one last filler card. And like I said, at this point I'm just not really feeling it, so I cut down this orange pattern paper, and in doing so my blade like flew off, so I had to go find it. Ridiculous. So yeah. Oh, and then I decided to add some of these pumpkins underneath just to kind of fill in that space a little bit. One of the pumpkins is like cut off, and I don't really like that. And I'm sorry that I'm off screen a little bit. It's funny because when I'm looking at my camera screen, it looks like perfectly in frame, but then when I go to edit the video, it's not. So I don't know what's happening. But I choose some big ephemera pieces for this card. I thought I wanted to bring in some more yellow because of the yellow on the 31 piece, but decided to go in a different direction entirely. And I don't think I use any of those. Maybe the black piece. I don't know. I forget. This was a couple days ago. I used the spiderweb piece and the cat and this little bat. I ended up moving the bat a little bit lower because it kind of bothered me that the cat was sitting on top of the bat. So, put the cat on there, move the bat a little bit lower. I have a ton of those glittery thickers left, so I'm not quite sure if I will save those for some Project Life layouts or pass them on. I'm not quite sure. So after this, I like just shoved everything in a box, so I was in mass cleanup mode, but I will return to it. So yeah, you can see my album is so huge. I will do a flip through in a few days. Yeah, but thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. Thanks so much. Bye.